we get to the unboxing. Let's talk a little bit about Die-Rugger XV, which of course is Vehicle Voltron. And when I was a kid, I was not a big fan of Vehicle Voltron. I remember I had the Matchbox Voltron. I remember when that came out, I begged my parents to get that one, and it was like $70. It was hard to get. I kept calling Toys R Us. We just couldn't get it. And I remember I got surprised. I think it was on my birthday for it. But one of my buddies had the Vehicle Voltron toy, and we used to, in school, we used to play with the two Voltrons. But I remember when I was a kid, I was in love with Voltron, still am. And I would watch the cartoon, come home from school and always watch the cartoon. And I remember I came home one day and it said the Voltron came up, but the beginning was different. And when the show started, all the characters were different. And there was no Lion Voltron. There was this thing. People were flying around in the separate vehicles and everything. And I'm like, this isn't Voltron. And I was disappointed. And I remember I would come home every day, turn on the TV, and wait for Voltron. And of course, it was, again, the Vehicle Voltron. And I was disappointed. I think I watched a few episodes, and then I gave up. Because I was like, I don't know what happened. The Lion Voltron is gone. And they kept calling this Voltron, which... and it's got a little bit dinged in the mail. They did pack it well, but it did come all the way from Japan. So, but that is the Japanese box without the slipcover, which will come, the American version will come with the Voltron slipcover, which I do have, or I have on pre-order. But anyway, so, like I said, I was never a big fan of the Vehicle Voltron, and I didn't seek this out when I was a kid, and Voltron to me was always the Lions, and this wasn't, by me, it wasn't considered Voltron. So I never really sought this out, and then I did see the Vehicle Voltron on somebody's YouTube channel. The Miracle Productions one was coming out. And they had a website up, so I was like, let me just go ahead and order it. It is Voltron, so I did end up ordering that one. They were hard to get at the time. I think that one was like $300 when I ordered it. There was some copyright issue, and the website ended up going down, but I was able to get one. And then later on, I was able to get that's the second release. I was able to get the third release, which is in a box somewhere. But the thing about Vehicle Voltron was I liked the robot, but I never really cared for the vehicles. With the Lion Voltron, I always loved the lions, because of course, it's tigers or lions. And, you got 5 toys that combine into a 6 toy, so I was in love with it when I was a kid. Like I said, my friend had this one. We would play with the two Voltrons together. But of course, he would lose more pieces than I would, because it was only 5 pieces, and I think he lost like the chest piece, or he lost one of the hands, and there's a lot more to lose on the Vehicle Voltron. But anyway, this is how it comes in the package with all your hands, and I think this is a stand, like the original one had, or the Lion Bot version had. Got an instruction manual, which is creased, and then they presented it like back in the day when you got your Voltron or your was it GB-36? I don't remember what designation it had, but it was presented. Your Voltron was presented like this, or the Go Lion version was presented like this with the overlay. So that's cool that they did that with this one. They didn't do that with the Lion Voltron or the GX-88. I know I'm just rambling, but anyway, so that's the overlay. It's pretty cool. Then all the pieces, and they come individually packed. Pretty heavy. But yeah, when I was a kid, I never really thought of these as vehicles. I thought it looked to me like a robot with all the parts broken apart. So it was like, I was never into it because of the individual pieces. I mean, these kind of look like cars. So that was cool. And you had a couple that did look like helicopters or spaceships, but a lot of the parts I was like, what is that? That doesn't, it's nothing. So I was not really into the vehicle Voltron back when I was a kid. But it has grown on me, especially the main robot. I do like the main robot. I do think he looks cool. But anyway, this is just a little unboxing. Sorry for the rambling and the poor quality video. But I might put it together and then I might compare it with that one, because I know a lot of people are asking, or I've seen some people asking online which one they should get. And honestly, without even putting it together, if you're going to get one, get the Bandai one. This one I do see pop up on eBay every once in a while. The problem with looking for this one though is you don't know what version you're getting. The third version does have a sticker on it that says, what does it say? Renewal version or complete version, whatever. It does have a sticker that designates it as the final version that was supposed to be mostly improved. Don't get the first version because it's completely terrible. This is the second version and it has a lot of problems, but it is improved over the first version, especially the paint and whatnot. But if you are going to look for one and you have the money, get the GX-88 vehicle Voltron, which I know it's kind of difficult to get right now. It isn't released in the States. I'm sure when it comes available in the States, if you check Amazon and Best Buy, or not Best Buy, Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth, there's a few other toy shops, and also you can also check your local hobby shop and ask them if they're going to get it. But I'm sure if you're diligent, you'll probably be able to score one, because people are going to cancel orders and sometimes they get more stock than they pre-ordered. And I don't know how many of these are produced, but anyway, that was just a quick unboxing. But anyway, thanks for watching.